In this video, I'm going to share with you 8 stages of investing. After almost 20 years overseeing more than $1 billion in commercial real estate investments and owning nearly 100 million of those with partners, I've come to believe every good investment follows the same 8 steps. Most people think investing is buying stocks or buying real estate or putting money into a business. I don't. I think investing is more like a process. And if you skip parts of the process, you're usually not investing anymore. Here's step 1. You got to determine the potential. Every investment begins with one simple question. What is this capable of becoming? Not what is it today, what will it likely produce in the future? How much cash flow? How much will it grow? What will someone else likely pay for it later? Investing starts by seeing future reality more clearly than the market currently does. If you can't estimate future value with reasonable accuracy, you don't really have an investment thesis. Step 2, compare alternatives. Here's something every investor eventually learns. Capital chases the best risk-adjusted return. Money is finite. Every dollar invested here can't be invested somewhere else. So you're constantly asking, compared to every other opportunity I have, is this the best use of my capital? Great investing isn't just finding good opportunities, it's choosing the best ones. Step 3, do the due diligence. Now it's time to attack your own idea. This is where most people make a mistake. They try and prove themselves right. Real investors try to prove themselves wrong. They turn over rocks. They talk to customers, read filings, inspect properties, stress test assumptions. They ask themselves, what could break this? If your thesis survives that process, your conviction grows. Step 4, pull the trigger. At some point, thinking has to turn into action. You sign the papers, you wire the money, buy the shares, close the deal. Analysis without action doesn't create any value. Step 5, track the progress. Buying isn't the end, it's the beginning. Now you monitor. Is the business executing? Is the property leasing? Are the margins improving? Has management done what they said they were going to do? Investing isn't buy it and forget it. It's buy it and pay attention. Step 6, wait patiently. This is where most people fail because nothing exciting happens. Compounding is incredibly powerful, but painfully slow. People want overnight success. Successful investing usually looks like watching paint dry for a few years. Patience isn't a side skill. It's a huge part of the investment itself. Step 7, you got to have faith. This may sound strange, but investing requires faith, not blind faith. Faith in the work you already did and in the process. If you've done steps 1 through 3 well and nothing material has changed, then you can't let headlines, market volatility, or someone else's excitement shake you out of your conviction. The market is emotional. Investors must stay rational. Step 8, this is where you reap the rewards. Eventually the harvest comes. Maybe it's selling. Maybe it's just enjoying decades of cash flow and some appreciation. Maybe it's watching the business become even bigger than you expected. The reward isn't separate from the process. It's the natural outcome of following it. Here's why I think this matters. Most people who say they're investing, they simply aren't. They're trying to skip straight to step 8. They want the fruit without cultivating the tree. They're looking for hacks, shortcuts, the next hot stock, the next crypto, the next AI company. But real investors think differently. They understand that wealth is usually created long before it's recognized. The reward is simply visible evidence of years spent doing the invisible work well. And I think that's true of far more than investing. It's true in business, it's true in parenting, it's true in leadership, and it's true in life. Because investing, at its core, is simply the disciplined practice of cultivating potential into what it's capable of becoming. This process is a huge part of what I call the investor's approach. You can learn more about it at my website, kosturos.com. That's KOSTUROS.com. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to smash that like button. I'll see you next time.